Yo, Easy Tribe, you're in the studio with Leon Switch, and today I want to talk to you about the plugin UltraTap by Eventide. UltraTap sounds like it should be like a multi-tap delay, which it kind of is, but it's a kind of multi-tap delay with a difference. I was super surprised when I started playing with this. The functionality of it and the sound you can get out of it is just, for me, it was just sound design heaven. I was playing with it for literally hours. You can get anything from reverb effects out of it right the way through to sort of flangery sort of style metallic effects. I definitely recommend sticking on a drum kit and playing with a few different bits with a drum kit. In this tutorial, I got an impact, and because I thought it would probably be the easiest way of showing the taps and the way you can shape the taps. Just a brilliant plugin. Get yourself over onto Eventide's website, grab a demo of that, and while you're online, definitely go and check out the Education and Bass.online website. We've got loads of free tutorials on there, so you can sign up with a free account, get access to the free tutorials. We've got loads of tutors on there, all different styles of music on there, so yeah, you'll definitely find there's someone on there for everybody. I hope you find this tutorial insightful and helpful, and I'm Leon Switch. Much love and peace out.
Okay, so we're in Ableton, and I've got a channel set up with an impact, just an audio file impact on channel 1. So I'll give you a quick play of that. Just a standard impact, very basic. A little bit of reverb on it, but I mean that's already processed, so there's no effects, as you can see down the bottom here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert the UltraTap as an insert, and I'm now going to click on the little icon to open it up. And then basically straight out of the box, this is how it looks. On the top here, you've got your presets, where there's a whole heap of presets. I mean, you definitely need to be going through the presets. You've got your artist presets, where there's a load of people that you guarantee to recognize some of the names there, and they sound amazing. They really do. You've then got your factory settings and your factory presets, and then you've got all the others. But under number 5 here, you've got the ultimate preset, which is the Batman preset. I mean, you can't use this machine and not click on the Batman preset. It's got Batman written on it, for crying out loud. So yes, definitely check it out. I'm not going to click on the Batman preset. I'm going to leave it for you to find that one on your own. You've then got obviously reverb settings, tremolo and delay, so you can see how versatile this machine is. It's not just a delay unit. It's in fact it's quite a way away from a delay unit. It's brilliant. It's got loads of potential. So starting from the left hand side, we've got your input gain. Going all the way to the right, you've got your output gain, and then we'll start at the beginning knob here, and you've got your mix control. So all the way to the left will be your dry signal. All the way to the right will be your wet signal. So anywhere in between is a mixture of the both. You then got your length, and this is basically the amount of time that the taps are going to last for. The delays are going to last for. You've then got your taps, so you've got 64 all the way down to 1, so that's the amount of taps that are going to happen within this duration of time. You then got your pre-delay, which is the same as any pre-delay on pretty much any instrument, any plugin, sorry. So that's the amount of time after the sound has happened that it takes for the first tap to happen. Super handy. So that's definitely that one. And then you got your spread. Now, initially, I thought this was going to be to do with the stereo spreads. It's going to be like a ping pong or whatever, but it's actually not. The spread is to do with the amount of space in between the taps. So you can go anything from 0 in the middle here, or 0 in the middle, there we go, all the way up to 100 and negative 100 as well. So they all impact the amount of space in between the taps quite drastically, and that's well worth a look at. And it's quite interesting because you've got your time here and your amount of taps. So like I said, it's 64 taps in 2.89 seconds. And then you can tell it how you want it to affect the taps, like the space in between the taps with the spread function. So definitely have a play with that. That's worth a look at. You get your taper function, and this is to do with the tails. So this is to do with it fading out, or with the negative values fading in. So you can have a tap happen here, and you can specify that at this point here it's going to start to fade back in. So nothing happens, and then all the taps happen at the end, or all the taps happen at the beginning and then nothing happens at the end. It's a brilliant little function, like really worth a look at. And then you get your width. This is to do with your stereo spread. Once again, it goes to negative, so it's gets some interesting effects there. It's almost like a bit. It sounds to me. I mean, I'm in the headphones, but it sounds to me a little bit like the phase is inverted, maybe on the negative. But I'm probably using the wrong terminology there. But that definitely impacts the the sound greatly. You got your tone control, and this basically is to do with how much treble is involved in the sound. So you sound a little bit more low passed this way, as you sound a little bit more treblesome, as it was at the top here. And then you got your slurm, and your slurm is really funky. This is to do with the transient hit at the beginning of the taps. So all the way to the left gives you quite a sharp hit. It gives you like a very strong hit. So like with this sound here, we've got the impact. So you've got that bang at the beginning, you know, that transient. And the slurm on the left hand side keeps that transient throughout all the taps. If we move it all the way to the right, then you kind of get this different kind of reversey kind of sort of sound. But it's brilliant. It's got a real nice sort of atmospheric sort of feel about it. And then we go into the chop zone here. So we got the chop, and basically the chop it affects the similar to the spread, but the chop affects the way the taps, the pattern of the taps during this time. So you'll see you've got a lot of functions there for that, you know, and yeah, so it's one you have to play with. It's very difficult to explain that one. Then you've got the speed of the chop. So straight after that, we've then got the tempo section. So the sync to tempo. Off is just free, so you can change to whatever speed you want, however long you want, up to 10 seconds. And then you've got your pre-delay in milliseconds there as well. If we stick it on sync, then we start moving into quarter notes and triplets, and it's synced to the tempo, your DAW. But it's also, that's the thing to check out for me, was that at full length, it's 4 bars, which is just brilliant. What a clever idea. It also puts your pre-delay into a tempo sync, so it means you can then specify that if you want, say, half a bar, where are we? If you want half a bar space in between when the hit happens and the taps start, you've got it. You know, it's brilliant. So if we move down, you've then got your ribbon section at the bottom here, and your ribbon section is to do with these blue little dials here, this blue dial around the edge, and basically what it is these are. You can see I'm moving that there, and I can adjust the amount that the ribbon will be affected. So if I grab the length here and I stick that all the way down, and then I grab the mix here and on the dot there, and I drag that all that way, I drag this one this way. Here we go, and I'm just randomly doing these. But you can now see that if I now move the ribbon across, it graduates between the settings, the 2 settings that we just had, which is super handy. So you can basically, for live work, that's brilliant. It's next level. It means you can get between 2 settings quite smoothly, but it also means you can now really play with the unit, because that gives you some really, really, really interesting effects. So at the very bottom here, you've got your active, which is your on and off button for the effect, and then you've got your hot switch. And this switch here, if I hover over it, it says hold to program. This switch is a game changer. If I hold it in until it flashes, I can then set up the unit so that it's all on like a different preset as it was. Here we go. And then if I click it again, I can now go back. I can swing between the 2 lots of settings that we just had. So there we go. So that's your presets. And then your tap we covered with I don't know if we did cover it, but you get your manual setting there, and then your tap, you can tap your tempo. You see the tempo change in there, 183 BPM. If I go back to sync, in fact, what we'll do is we'll go to factory default. Right, so now let's get to listening to this wicked effect. So if I hit the old play button now, so that's how it sounds straight out of the box. So you can imagine when I first clicked play and I first launched this unit, I was like, okay, I see where we're going. I see what we're doing here. This is kind of interesting. So let's have a little fiddle with this, and we'll see what effects we can get out of it. So let's sync it to the tempo, and let's specify 4 bars as being the region, and let's play with the spread. So you hear the space in between the taps has changed now. Brilliant. So let's turn the taps down. Brilliant. Let's take the spread on our negative. Let's turn the taps back up. See how it starts off with the stuttery sort of really quick, and then it slows down. As if we go the opposite way, then we start off quite slow, and then it speeds up over time. We've then got the taper function. Let's have a play with this. Here it comes. There you go, you hear it? So you kind of get that fade in at the end of the 4 bars. It's brilliant. we go the opposite way to the positive numbers. It's going to fade out then. By the time we get to here we go. If I turn it all the way up, we should. There you go. So it fades out before we get to the 4 bars. So let's play with the width now. You can hear it at the minute. It's acting a bit ping-pongy. So if I bring the width down, so 0 being like your mono signal. Brilliant. So then you got your tone control. You hear how it's almost gone a bit high passy. So if I bring that all the way to the left, negative. But it's almost a bit bit ratey as well, you know? Like it's almost controlling the bit rate. It's brilliant. Really creative, you know? Right, now we've got the slurm. Now this function here is brilliant. You hear how that's affected the taps and the transients on the taps. We go all the way to the right. I was so impressed when I did this the first time. Like, what even is that? That's brilliant. Right, and then we've got this chop function, so we can now play. Let's take this solo to the left a bit more so we can get a bit more of the attack on it. You hear how that's affecting the taps and the shape of the taps? Brilliant, what a unit. Let's play with the speed on that. Let's go back to saw, I quite like that setting. Wow. Right, so let's adjust some of these blue bits and then we'll have a quick play with them. So let's go back to the 4 bars here. Now let's move the ribbon control, see what happens with that. Let's get the tone on the control as well with it. There we go. Let that reset. It's real time. It's brilliant. What a clever machine. So there you go. There we have the Eventide UltraTap. I can't actually recommend it enough, just for sound design and for something that's a bit different. You know, I can't wait to try out things like vocals and things like that. You know, I definitely think it's going to be a game changer. You know, when it comes to vocals and stuff, it's just brilliant. I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope you found it insightful, and definitely check out the Eventide UltraTap. Check out the Eventide website. All of their plugins that I've clicked on so far have been just of the highest quality, and they're not your standard plugins. You know, it's not like a simple delay or a ping pong delay. It is a ping pong delay, but it's got a bit more of an edge to it. You know, it's got a little bit more potential, and it's a bit more fun. You know, I wanna be playing with stuff. I don't want to be using the same stuff. I've been doing this for 25 years. You know. There's a place for delays, there's a place for reverbs, there's a place for these kind of things, you know, flanges, whatever. But they're pushing the game forward, you know. I really like that. Pushing the boat out, you know, experimenting with it. While you're online, definitely check out the Education and Base.online website. We've got loads of tutorials over there. In fact, we've got over 1,000 videos now on there. So definitely check that out. We've got a lot going on over there all the time, giving away free plugins and stuff, and we've got reviews about everything going on over there. Plus, we've got loads of different genres and everything, so it's definitely worth a look at. Go and get yourself a free account, check out the free tutorials, and then I guarantee that you'll be coming back for more. I guarantee it. So yeah, thank you very much, Eventide, for letting me play with the plugins, and for letting me have a go with them. They're brilliant. I cannot recommend them enough. The quality is brilliant. They sound amazing, and yeah, they're really good for getting creative with. Well, I hope you found that insightful and it gives you an insight as to what the UltraTap is about, where you can go with it, what you can do with it, and yeah, much love. This was Leon Switch for Education and Based Online. Big up.